Hindi mo ba alam kung ano yung peace talks na yan, yung huwad na peace talks na yan? Propaganda yan. Ang ibig sabihin, it legitimizes them. And what will happen? They will recruit our children again. Dadagdag na naman yan, aabot na naman sila sa mga bundok, at yan mamamatay na naman yung mga anak natin. Ano ang mawawala sa atin? Mga anak lang naman natin.
Binatikos ng gusto ang isa na namang kapalpakan ng Kongreso matapos nitong maghain ng resolusyon upang buksang muli ang peace talks sa pagitan ng gobyerno at rebuilding grupong CPP, NPA, NDF. Ayon pa kay dating NTF-ELCAC spokesperson Dr. Lorraine Badoy, ay maling-mali ang hakbangin ng gobyerno dahil una, panalo na tayo laban sa mga komunistang grupo. Hindi rin anya kailanman seryoso ang mga ito sa usaping pangkapayapaan at walang balak na ibaba ang kanilang mga armas. Dahil umano sa plano ni Speaker Romualdez ay unti-unti na namang lumalakas ang puwersa ng mga rebelding grupo at pati na rin ang recruitment sa mga kabataan ay nagsisimula namang maghasik sa mga paaralan. Matatandaang matindi ang pagtutol ni Vice President Sara Duterte kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos dahil sa plano nitong buksang muli ang peace talks sa pagitan ng gobyerno at komunistang grupong CPP, NPA, NDF. Komento pa nga ng mga dismayadong netizens, kaya nga malapit na matapos ang maligayang araw ng mga CPP, NPA, NDF. Kaya wag buhayin ang peace talk. Magpapatibay lang yan sa mga terorista. Ilang peace talk na ang nangyari, wala pa rin. Sana hindi paniga ni President Marcos ang false peace talk na naranasan natin. Maraming gustong pumalit kay Joma, kaya peace talk agad. Walang alam si Speaker Romualdez at si dating PNP General Acop na congressman na ngayon sa nangyayari sa baba dahil hindi sila sanay bumaba. Dahil ang pangarap ng mga ito ay ang manatili sa itaas. Nung bagyong Yolanda sa Tacloban, waray kung makita ito siya sa mga TV news sa Tacloban. Tanungin ninyo si Senator Marcos Aimee dahil nandun siya. Tapos sa tarpaulin niya noong Yolanda anniversary noong November, nandun siya sa tarpaulin. Nawari bagay nandun siya nung nangyari ang Yolanda. Ganon din si Congressman Acop, pulis, pero di niya alam na walang batas patungkol sa red tagging. Romualdez salita lang for political gain, papogi lang for election. Wala namang alam sa aktwal na nangyayari.
I would like to read the statement of the Speaker, no? Martin Romualdez, tungkol sa incident na ito.
Para kanino yan? Sino dapat makinig yan?
Dapat ang makinig dito si Franz Castro, Raul Manuel at saka si Arlene Brosas.
Ayan, pakinggan po ninyo itong
kayo,
mabuti.
Makinig kayo, Arlene Brosas. Ha? So after extending his sympathies to the family, sabi ng Speaker, this loss is a profound reminder of the sacrifices our armed forces make to ensure our nation's security. Correct. That hasn't stopped. It has been going on for over half a century. And then he also said, this event underscores the ongoing challenges we face in achieving lasting peace and stability. Correct. We are actually achieving it already, Speaker. As we speak now, there are 0 guerrilla fronts. There are over 35,000 surrenders without having to sit down and have these phony peace talks that are really, in reality, terrorist talks. It's no longer rocket science. There is a winning formula to this. And what Charlie Galvez has given you is the wrong formula. Okay. He also said, we also keep in our thoughts those who were wounded in this incident, and we join the executive department in assuring their families of the government's full support during this difficult time. And he said, this is wonderful, huh? I like this. Our vision for a peaceful and prosperous Philippines can only be realized through collective efforts and a commitment to dialogue and understanding. Correct, which is what we're already doing with the local, highly successful, groundbreaking work that we were doing and that continues to get done at the localized level, no? Localized peace talks. Ang kausap natin dito, Speaker, baka hindi mo pa alam, ay ang ating mga kasundaluhan, ng mga kasundaluhan at ang buong gobyerno ay ang mga naloko ng CPP, NPA, NDF, mga kababayan natin mismo na nandito sa Pilipinas, na nandyan sa grassroots level na naging NPA, sila mismo ang kausap at binababa na nila ang kanilang mga armas at hindi na sila lumalaban sa gobyerno. Totoo na yung kapayapaan, hindi na ito isang minimithi lamang, no? Totoo na siya. At bumubuti ang buhay dahil sa Farm to Market Roads, yung Barangay Development Program, na sana ay buhusan ninyo ng budget natin. No? At saka isa pa, Speaker, kung talagang seryoso kayo dito, tigilan niyo na yung pangukuntsaba sa CPP, NPA, NDF party list, yung Makabayan Block na tinanong ako noon sa congressional hearing. Sino ba yung sinasabi mo dito na party list? Ang CPP, NPA, NDF. At yan ay ang Kamatayan Block. Kabataan na nandyan sa loob ngayon. Kabataan, Alliance of Communist Teachers at ang Gabriela. Yan po yung ginawa ninyo mga attack dogs na akala ninyo may panalo kayo pag kayo ay nakipagkuntsabahan, pero tapos na yung araw na yon. Any association that you have with the CPP, NPA, NDF party list is a kiss of death on your political ambitions. That I know that for sure because I have seen it on the ground. The Filipino people are no longer taking any double talk, any sweet words that are not translated into action. And what that amounts to right now is this perception that you are in cahoots with the CPP, NPA, NDF party list in Congress. Okay.
Very well said. Very powerful statement and I agree with that 100%.
Yes, at syempre ang batayan lang naman natin, ma'am, dito, napakasimple lang ng requirement para ipakita mo may pag-ibig ka, totoo ka, sincero ka sa ating bayan.
Hindi salita.
Hindi salita. Condemn the
Yes.
CPP, NPA, NDF. Yan
They
lang.
should file a resolution,
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I still stand with you on what I think is our shared ground of love for country.
Yes.
And I hope that you can prove that your words are true. If you can couple that with action, starting with a resolution that you will file in the House condemning the CPP, NPA, NDF, and hopefully the Ethics Committee of Congress will censure the CPP, NPA, NDF party list in it, of which the Filipino people, if you have not heard, and I don't know how you could not have heard it because they are speaking loudly and clearly and screaming at the top of their voices na kinamumuhian nila si Arlene Brosas ng Gabriela, si Franz Castro ng Alliance of Communist Teachers at si Raul Manuel ng Kabataan ng mga top recruiters ng NPA na mga anak namin. Sana marinig mo yan, Mr. Speaker. No.
At siguro, Yusek Lorraine and Franco at sa ating pong mga kababayan, since nagsalita na po ang leader ng Kamara de Representantes. Sana
Beautiful.
makinig. Oo,
Yes.
beautiful. Ako, for what it's worth, I'm very happy that may ganitong statement coming from
And we applaud the
House
Speaker. We
Yes.
applaud the Speaker for
Yes.
really saying this.
Yes, and ano po dapat kasunod
Meron
niyan?
tayong pagsisimulan.
Exactly. Ang kasunod niyan, siguro makita naman natin yung collective sentiment ng buong Kongreso. Sama na natin yung Kamatayan Block, no? Na sundan ito pong mga sinabi ng ating pong House Speaker, no? Through a resolution, no? Condemning what happened and expressing their sympathies to those who died. Hindi lang yung sundalo natin who is now a hero, of course, yung mga sugatan at yung anim din. No, in the interest of peace. So I'm dreaming of a day, Yusek Lorraine, no, and Franco, na itong mga party list ng tinatawag ng Makabayan Block or Kamatayan Block sa Congress, sila mismo yung magsabi na abandonahin nyo na yung armed struggle. No? We can fight for reforms, we can fight for change, hindi naman kailangan makipagbarilan. Diba?
Correct.
Yan, at yan ang magtatapos sa lahat ng problema ng bansa natin. Imagine niyo na pag-usapan nyo red tagging. Defense mechanism yan eh. Close your eyes. Halimbawa, sarap po ninyo mata nyo. Imagine niyo ang Pilipinas na walang new people sa army. Hayaan mo may CPP at NDF. Alisin mo lang sa equation yung NPA. Hindi issue ang red tagging.
Yes.
Hindi
Correct.
issue ang red tagging.
Hindi, not at all.
Kaya nga meron tayo, kung okay lang ma'am, meron tayo yung video, kung ano ka, yung huwad na peace talks na yan.
Yes, could you?
Meron tayo, yes. Ipi-play natin to nang sa game, malaman nila kung ano ba, isang signatory to sa peace talks eh. At siya mismo ang mag-explain ito ni isa sa mga naging pahayag ni Donnie patungkol sa peace talks na ito. Panoorin po natin ang video na ito.
We see that peace negotiations are another form of legal struggle, which is possible to be used by the revolutionary forces in order to advance the revolutionary armed struggle and the revolutionary mass movement. This other form of legal struggle, the peace negotiations, does not replace the revolutionary armed struggle nor the revolutionary mass movement. In fact, it should advance, it should support this revolutionary armed struggle as the main form of struggle, and the revolutionary mass movement, which is a more important struggle than the peace negotiations.
Yan.
Yan. At yan, Yusek Joel, Ma'am Lorraine, napakalinaw naman itong huwad na peace talks na ito na kung saan pinatunayan din ng isa sa ating nakapanayam din dito na si Sir Mauricio kung ano ang layunin nila sa peace talks na iyan. Ito'y palakasin, paramihin ng recruitment, at hindi nila ibababa ang kanilang armas. Isa yan sa mga indikasyon
Correct.
na hindi totoo ang peace talks na iyan, Yusek Joel.
Correct. Ano yan as I said, as I have been saying, yung template na yan, hindi naman nila binabago. Dahil pag binago nila ang kanilang template, ang kanilang approach, para nilang binago yung mga in-indoctrinate sa kanila, nila Joe Masison at ng mga nauna, masisira yung foundation nila Therefore, is there a chance that they had already changed, di ba, yung kanilang approach when it comes to dealing with peace talks as a part and parcel of the revolutionary armed struggle daw? Sa tingin ko po ay hindi. And we should caution our senior leaders there. Armed with that information, armed with that, pansinin ninyo yung mga statements ng mga supporters sila. Di ba? Sinabi na natin na there are no preconditions, pero sila paulit-ulit na binabanggit yung mga kondisyones, no, na kailangan daw ganito, kailangan daw ganyan. Sabi na nga natin na ang gusto nila ay nung yung joint communique na sinasabi ay start fresh, no?
Yeah.
Start fresh. Right now, yung mga nababasa ko ng mga reactions from the enablers of the CPP, NPA, NDF, and their spokesperson mismo, no? Aba, ay puro
Yeah.
kondisyones.
Puro demands.
Correct.
Nagkakaroon na ngayon ng may
Puro
demands
kondisyones.
na.
I'm sorry, Yusek Joel, I'm sorry, but we asked for it, no? When we sat down and negotiated with these terrorists by way of that communique by Charlie Galvez and Manny Bautista, we asked for it. Kahit wala ngang opening, maghahanap ng opening yung mga walang modong yan at magde-demand. Binigyan mo pa ng opening. And it is no longer rocket science. Alam na natin kung ano yung huwad na peace talks na yan. Ang galing na mismo sa bibig ni Luis Salandoni na ngayon ay best friend na yata ni Charlie Galvez. Diba?
Well,
Parang tuwan-tuwa pa
strategically.
siya, no? Na they were so kind. Sabi pa ni nanaloko siya, no? So, we really are asking for this. That's why we were so clear. We were so clear about no more. You don't go to the negotiating table with the CPP, NPA, NDF. Ano ba tayo? Baliw ba tayo? Paulit-ulit ito?
Ang ano
Diba?
dyan,
And we don't want to wait for someone who will write against this peace talks.
Ito, napag-usapan namin din dati Franco,
Yeah.
ni Doc Lorraine. Sabi ko nga, ang isa lang ang gusto ko sanang makita na maging katapusan nitong sinabing nagsimula sa joint communique, now may exploratory talks. Eventually, if ever, magkasundo talaga that they should agree to disagree, ay, di ba, sabi nga natin, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Sabi ko nga kay Yusek Badoy, kay Yusek Lorraine. Kasi, at the end of the day, someone has to sign a document, no, na nagsasabi na, okay na, tapos na ito, dismantle natin, disarm na natin, at rejoin na ang New People's Army. Ito yung ito yung sana, yun yung maganap. Kailangan may pumirma Kailangan may ganyang agreement. And successful ang local peace engagements. I agree.
Very.
Hindi nila maitatanggi yan. Very, very successful. However, I'm just presenting a counterpoint, no? Yung halimbawa, ang kinausap sa local peace engagement, si Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now, kung si Luzon ay mag-disarm at sumuko at manumbalik, what about si Visayas and Mindanao?
Yes.
Hindi mauutusan ni Luzon si Visayas at Mindanao. I think ito sana, hopefully, ito yung idea na may isang magsasabi, hopefully, na isang magsasabi, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, stop it altogether. Hopefully po,
Yeah.
hoping against hope,
You know,
na ito yung kanilang goal, end goal, kumbaga nga. Somebody has to sign something
But-
to end everything, to the armed struggle.
But from where I'm sitting, no, there is a proper time for that.
Yes.
No? Bubugbog sarado ko muna sila. Hanggang sila'y magmakaawa. Hindi ako babiyahe ng Oslo at bibigyan ko ng halaga yung mga yan. Kasi wala na spent for. Sino ba yan? Sino ba yan si Luis Salandoni? Sino ba yan si Connie Ledesma? Sino ba yung mga yan? Juliet De Lima?
Correct.
They're ancient crypt kickers. Nagnanaknak na nga yung mga yan. Bibigyan ko pa ng importansya. In-internationalize ko pa yung issue I'm talking about Charlie Galvez and Manny Bautista, what they did, okay? Itong katrayduran nila. And they did not even consult, no? Wala silang konsultasyon sa security sector. Wala sila, they just went there. Bakit ka makikipag-negotiate sa mga yan? And we're very successful already. At tas ngayon, ang kakapal ng mga mukha, they really think they can actually make demands. So, pinakita nila talaga ngayon na they're not sincere kasi what you're saying, no, yung localized peace talks, ito yung mga foot soldiers nila. Ito yung mga nahihirapan, nagugutom, nagkakandamatay, nagkakasakit, lahat yan,
namamatay
no?
sa enkwentro.
Yes, pero itong mga ito, nakausap ngayon itong nila Charlie Galvez, yan yung nagpapakasasa sa dugo ng mga anak natin. Why will they give up? Racket nila yan. Pinakamalaking sindikato sa Pilipinas, isa sa pinakamalaki sa mundo. Why will they negotiate with us? At ngayon nagmamalaki pa.
Nag-enjoy sila ng snow ngayon
sarado
doon,
ko muna sila
sa
at iisipin ko muna kung kakausapin ko sila. Pero where we stand now, panalo na ang Pilipinas dito. So bakit ako makikipag-usap sa kanila at bibigyan ko pa ng halaga at gagastos pa tayo ng taxpayers' money para makipag-usap sa mga yan? Baka yun ang habol ninyo, yung taxpayers' money. No?
Kaya nga, gusto ko lang maitanong, Ma'am Lorraine or Yusek Joel, ano ba ang nasa likod ng isang tao kung bakit makikipag-deal ka sa isang bagay na alam mo na paulit-ulit ka? Anong intention
You know
mo
what
sa
I think it
ganitong
is?
bagay,
You know,
ma'am?
one of those reasons that I heard from the soldiers, it's ego. They want the credit to go to them. Because I had this talk with Charlie Galvez and it was horrifying. It was horrifying in the shallowness of the reasons that he gave us. It was terrible. It was like watching a freak show. It made me so indignant kasi what will this mean? Our soldiers will die again because of your hallmark marshmallow little twin stars philosophy of love and peace and unity. Where did you get that, 'di ba? I'm sorry, I cannot shut up about this because what this means is once again binibigyan mo ng opening. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng peace talks? Sabi niya kasi wala namang mawawala. Walang mawawala. Hindi mo ba alam kung ano yung peace talks na yan, yung huwad na peace talks na yan? Propaganda yan. Ang ibig sabihin, it legitimizes them. And what will happen? They will recruit our children again. Dadagdag na naman yan, aabot na naman sila sa mga bundok, at yan mamamatay na naman yung mga anak natin. Ano ang mawawala sa atin? Mga anak lang naman natin. Diba? Ano ba yan?